I think we're good.
Hello, Trevor with West Coast Heli.
Go ahead.
We have a site picked out. We're ready to go whenever you are. Guide him in. X marks the spot.
Deep in the coast mountains of British Columbia, a 200-kilometer stretch of power lines carries renewable energy to over 50,000 homes and businesses.
These power lines are in places where man was never really meant to be. Any time that a tree hits the lines or comes down can cause interruptions in service, which can cost potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars to correct.
Fly right over us. About 200 meters.
Every fall, a team of climbers from Integrated Operations comes here to help keep the power flowing.
2 o'clock. I got you there, Hal. Yep. Right on the big old X there.
Danger tree mitigation is a big part of our business. Power companies pay us to come in to remove all the potentially hazardous trees so that they don't see any interruptions in their service.
About 100 feet.
Working in super aggressive ground, dealing with helicopters, big trees, and that's all wrapped up into a danger tree project. It's really perfect for us when you think about it.
10 feet. 5. And release. Good release. All clear. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you betcha.
A gift from the gods. Now for the hard stuff.
Knife, boots, flippy thing, backpack, cutter. Good.
The crew splits into teams of 2, each with their own GPS hit list of targets.
I'll follow you, Big Daddy.
This valley is famous for having some of the worst terrain you've ever seen. It can look pretty easy on the map, but it's kind of up to us to find out how to get to these trees. We don't get detailed descriptions.
I mean, it's definitely got a lean, but...
Correct.
Yeah.
Ben and Riley locate their first target, a massive cedar with a rotten top.
We'll take the top off, and we don't have to worry about it coming down and hitting the power system. Not much left of this low side here. This tree's hollow. It's just gone. Those hollow trees, they'll stand like that for 1,000 years with a burnt out core. But we assess it before we go in. We wouldn't climb a tree that we thought was gonna fall over. My plan is to climb this maple just behind us here. It's a nice solid tie-in point. I'm gonna get up to a good union and tie in until I can get into this tree. And if I pass a lot of these lower live limbs, so if we climb up another tree and transfer into the tree that we're gonna be reducing, it saves us from having to limb our way up the bottom of that tree. It can be really hard, especially if these butts are super wide and there's a bunch of big limbs.
Nice.
First try, happens every time.
Yeah.
It's like climbing a shag carpet. There's a tree under here somewhere.
He's gonna get a good tie-in up as high as he can. And he's gonna use a grappling hook to transfer into this big cedar here.
This goes on my bridge. This end goes around the tree. Attach it on. Now I am secured to this tree. Use this as an anchor point across into this guy. I'm hard tied in on my harness to the tree behind, and then I'm hard tied with my claw, which is just resting in that tree and hooked in. We have our one-way hand descender. Locks in. Okay, so this is the fun part. I am now suspended between these 2 trees.
He's taking tension on the grapple and then releasing line on his tie-in point so that it's a smooth transition into the other tree.
So, I'm gonna have to sit right into this guy. This is gonna be difficult. Got too much free going on here. Now this is gonna be the challenging part, getting my line around that tree.
It's hard to get your flip line around when there's branches in the way.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Oh. That was fun.
Yeah, only 150 feet to go.
Thanks, Riley.
Yeah.
On Harrison, the Peters crew has been fighting small landings and giant logs all summer.
We were getting pretty plugged up, so it's good to get this wood moved. So once they're out of here, we'll be clear sailing to fill her back up again and get some more trucks up here.
And with winter approaching fast, Sheldon's running out of time.
I'm really concerned if we're gonna get this job done. It's just a matter of what comes first, the snow or us finishing.
We're gonna get our skyline, which is the top line, skyline, right? And yeah, I'll hurry up and get this done before it gets too crazy with the snow.
To yard the next setting, the crew is adding another line to the tower.
There's a rock bluff just below the yarder. So with the skyline there, it'll just lift the logs right up and over. Our skyline is our highest line. When that thing is as tight as we can get it, we are getting the absolute most lift.
The skyline runs from the top shiv on the tower to a second tail hold further down the hill.
A fir is our best tail hold. The root system is just down and it goes deep. Should be okay.
Yep.
Okay, you can pick her up, pal.
Roger that.
Hold on up.
The lines are tangled at the top of the tower.
Okay, if you can reach up and over the hull back.
Grant, just push the skyline down onto the ground.
The friction between any of the three lines rubbing together will cause them to break.
Over this way a little bit more. Kidding?
I think that's valve broke. I don't know. Oh my God, it did too.
I think you guys might as well come up the hill here. That plate that holds the motor in place. It just happened that the well broke just right now, and our rotate motors fell down inside here and got a mess.
I don't know what to do here now.
We ain't gonna be able to do any yarding. We're done.
Just can't win.
On the west coast, after climbing more than 200 feet, Ben's ready to top his target tree.
I'm gonna drop my rope high side towards you, Riley.
You want to send up that 261?
Yeah, sounds good. I'll get that up to you. I'm gonna send him up a bigger saw.
Well,
Yeah. That's a Widowmaker. Don't want to be under those.
Our goal is to reduce the hazard for the power lines. It's not to remove the forest. We're trying to do as little impact as we can. All right, guys, I'm gonna take an undercut out of this guy.
Yeah, sounds good, buddy.
These trees are usually pretty sizable, so we avoid setting them towards the lines. So our goal is to always try and side hill away. You have to be passionate about this job. But there's always that voice in your head that's, what if this goes wrong? What if this happens? And it really gets the adrenaline going. Makes you sleep well at night after.
Frustrating.
On Harrison, a broken down loader has halted production.
The bracket for the motor broke where the welds were, and the actual motor, this motor inside, dropped through.
Sheldon's called in Tanner to help with the fix.
Working with Tanner, he's shown himself to be a very good mechanic. He hasn't let me down once yet.
We want to do it right the first time. Well, I guess this is the third time, but
Shut her down! Last year, the same plate snapped.
this was the culprit here. There's one on either side that holds the motor in place like so.
The repair cost Sheldon 2 days of yarding.
You ready, Tanner?
It's frustrating. We're working weekends to get this job done, and I'm getting burnt out. The crew's getting burnt out. And then, bam, here you go with another issue.
The first step is sliding the small grapple motor back into its housing.
I gotta get it in that hole again somehow.
There you go.
We're in there?
Almost. There you go.
Get it?
Spinner good there.
Oh, there we go.
Now we gotta spin it. Movement.
We got the motor through the hole that it came out of. Now we're just trying to spin it back to the position it was actually supposed to be in.
Keep that pried up while I rotate it.
Okay. You're close, Tanner. You got like an inch.
There you go.
I think we're there.
It's gotta go up now.
I think we just got to go in with it now. Yeah, there we go.
There.
Tanner got the motor spun in position and got that lined up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I just got in the notch now.
Okay.
It should be ready for welding. What do you think?
You want me to fire it up and try it?
Yeah, we can try it.
Okay.
Rotate.
How's she look, buddy?
Nothing broke.
No cracks. Right, buddy. It looks good. Last me another year or forever.
Hopefully forever.
You're good, Tanner. We'll start logging and hopefully we can still meet our deadline.
With how high our elevation is, if we don't get this job done quick enough, the snow is gonna chase us out. We can see the snow coming down the mountainside right now.
Ready to rock and roll. It's always a good feeling once you get stop and fix or persevere and get back at her.
We'll be logging the rest of the day, looks like.
Okay, buddy.
Just a good way to make a living. When it ain't fun anymore, I'll go home.
I'm overdressed for today, so it's a little hot. It's good that it's warmer, no snow.
On Harrison, a break from the cold is exactly what the Peters crew needs.
Shit, I might have to take these long johns off.
We're under pressure to get this job done, and then with the setbacks we had, we're just hoping that we can get out of here before snow flies. It's third time in a month blowing a shift, right?
Yeah.
So,
I kinda figured it'd be soon.
yeah.
But a new problem could set them back even more.
We had a guy not show, so I gotta bail over the bank right away and go spend the morning down there with them. Okay, go have some fun.
Sheldon will work with Pat and Grant as part of the Hill crew.
We are shorthanded, but as long as we can still function and produce wood, that's key.
Beauty log, Sheldon.
You like that?
Oh, yeah.
Paid my day's wages right here with this guy. I don't go out in the bush very often anymore, but I enjoy doing it. It's good to be out there with the boys. Perfect.
Here, let's get up over this one and see what it looks like. Probably looks better up over top.
It's a new day in the Coast Mountains.
Oh yeah, there's the old structure. I remember that one. There's a pad. Yeah, let's check it out.
Ben and Riley are on the hunt for their next target tree.
The West Coast is not friendly ground for anybody. So trying to get to a lot of these spots is almost impossible. There's a few pads here and there that we're allowed to use, but it makes for interesting days. Oh yeah, what a spot. It gets pretty steep pretty quick right here. Like you can see exposed rock like right on the other side of this. It's a bit of a journey. We don't get detailed descriptions on, hey, go this way. It's always an adventure out there.
The target tree is described as a giant fir with a crooked top.
Nice, we're like directly uphill of it here. Yeah, let's try and just punch down.
Sounds good.
That inlet is steep, it's gnarly, it's all granite, it's all rock. Basically have to be a rock climber just to get around out there sometimes.
Pretty cliffy. Quite a ways down.
Hey, you don't want to fall down there.
No. It looked like there might have been a way to get down to there. But...
Yeah. That ground out there really challenges us in every way. Let's try and get to that lower bench there. We can go back that way and down, but we stick to it. Whoop, 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 whoop.
There we go.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spurs caught and pushed me out.
Okay. All right, Crook Top, where are you at?
They didn't even get photos of it, eh?
No, all we're going off of is that it's a dead fir with a crook top. I don't think there's anything here, and I'm not going down that cliff for nothing.
No.
In the Coast Mountains, the hunt for the crook-top fir continues.
This is insane territory right now.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're not getting any further this way. They put this power line through some of the gnarliest country on Earth, so if it gets too sketchy, we find another way to do it.
It's way more mellow down here, Ben.
It looks better down there.
Oh yeah, we can walk right to the high side. I don't see no crook top. That's definitely a cliff right behind those trees. Yeah, this is hairy ground.
If you fall in here, it's the end of the line, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not getting any closer to that.
No, we're not getting down this.
No, not safely.
This is just a sheer cliff below us. Hello, Trevor with West Coast Heli. Checking in?
Gotcha. How you boys doing over there?
Yeah, we're pulling the pin on this tree over here. If it is down there, it's way below anything that we can safely access. It just turns into a sheer cliff here.
Yeah, buddy. Sounds good.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
With daylight fading fast, Ben and Riley will return tomorrow to find another way in.
If we come home at the end of the day and it hasn't happened, I don't think any of us are sleeping that night. I think we're going back out the next day and we're making it happen. And we don't give up.
But before heading back to camp, they'll scout the bluffs for the crook top.
Let's see what we can find. Yeah, it's in there, man. Okay, so we're on the other side of that waterfall, right? We're a bit further down then. Okay. You think it's that one, Riley? Yeah, the torqued out one, but it's not dead. Yeah, so it just says dead spur with a forked top. There's one right there. Oh, left side. Oh, yeah, that's gotta be it. Dude, yeah, that's a crook top for sure. We know we can get there. Yeah, that looks like it flats out, but there's a stream cutting through. Yeah, looks like we might be able to go to the right, kind of work side hill back into it there. We're coming for you. All right, let's get out of here. It's soup time.
We do it for the soup.
Okay, you got that then, Grant?
You betcha. I'll meet you there.
On Harrison,
Good for now.
Sheldon and Grant choke one of the biggest logs yet.
With old wood like this has been down for probably a year. The bark tends to fall off them easier.
The lethal combination of loose bark and hang-ups can cause the chokers to slip off.
So when it comes to choking, you know, it's just wrapping a cable around the log, but you can do it wrong and you can do it right. So there's a bit of an art to it for sure.
Right in here, Grant?
See my hand there?
Okay.
There's a little buckskin under there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there, yeah. Nice. For the win.
Yarder's working. See if it hangs up on that same stump it did last time. Hopefully not. I don't want the choker to come undone. Oh, the bark peeled off. You.
Whoa!
Watch her! Watch her!
Behind a tree. For the win.
I don't want the choker to come undone. Oh, the bark peeled off. You.
Whoa!
Watch her! Watch her!
Behind a tree.
There was our first runaway.
That'll get a guy going, eh?
Like if your heart pumping or what? Now try having that happen when it's foggy out. Yeah, so he was pulling this log in and then got hung up on a stump about 300 feet up there. And then he went to skid her back and the choker popped off. Just creamed the whole trench in this hook.
Scary?
It can get scary, you know, but you kind of got to stay stationary where you are find a tree to hide behind or a stump, and then get ready to move at the last second, right? You know, sometimes the log can break, and now you got two coming at you, right? So, it can get a little scary at times, that's for sure. You want to send down some toilet paper? Everyone's okay, which is good. So we'll keep on going.
The runaway has slid beyond the yarder's reach, so the crew will have to leave it behind.
So, where do we want to go? We want to go to that tree for our next one?
That hemlock or the fir?
Fir, that fir there?
Yeah. Get the logs off the hill. If you're gonna be a logger, you gotta take a bit of a risk. You know, runaway logs, there's really not much you can do.
This last big one, maybe one more, and that's it for all our nice wood. It's a pretty big one, this guy. This is a nice log.
Here we go now.
Come on, right, yo. Log is just about in the landing. Yeah, it made it up, which was great. No runaways that time. I think that was our heaviest one yet, right?
Hope for the best, but not for worse.
It's a rainy day on the coast.
There's that crook top poking out. Yeah, so it's that one there.
Ben and Riley have eyes on their target tree, an old fir with a crooked top.
Getting to the tree is definitely more than half the battle. Now we're just focusing on getting along the side hill. It looked promising from the heli, but everything always looks different on the ground.
It's quite a bit of terrain to go over together.
Yeah. It's up to us to try and find a way to get down to that tree.
No.
The rain has triggered a landslide directly in their path.
Pretty unnerving walking through an area where you know everything's already given up.
Yeah, I just don't want to kick this loose on us. This is all pretty fresh.
Yeah, there's that big log sitting up on that cliff too.
I think we have to go down.
We have to go down?
Yeah. Ah. That's gnarly, man.
Little moments like that get your heart going. Everything about this place is telling me to go home. People are not meant to be in these places. You can't even walk on the ground sometimes.
You can see the fur poking out. The top kink's almost at her head level.
The crook top is in their sights.
Oh boy, okay. This has been insane.
But it's on the other side of a waterfall.
We're not getting over that.
We made it close to the tree. I got eyes on the top below me here, but we've got about a 40-foot cliff. I'm gonna throw my line around this guy, get up maybe 20 feet, and then I'm gonna throw my claw line into that one back there. And then from there, I'm gonna rappel down to the bottom of this cliff.
With a cliff and a waterfall obstructing his path, Ben will attempt to use the trees as stepping stones to reach the crook top.
I like that over dealing with rocks and cliffs. These trees are predictable. It's more in our wheelhouse.
Yeah, not gonna have your rope getting frayed or anything.
Yeah.
There you go. A lot of faith in those little claws. So you really want to make sure it's secure before you start traversing.
Okay, I need to try and get my flip line around this tree. Oh, so close. There we go.
Ben anchors into the second tree and retrieves his claw.
Got my claw below that waterfall.
Oh, damn.
Is it reachable?
Find out. I'll lower myself into this waterfall.
He's gonna have to tie off again to go grab that claw, because if he needs it to deal with this tree, then, you know, it'd be a shame, but we might have to walk away from it.
To continue the mission, Ben must retrieve the claw.
Saying I gotta belay into this waterfall. It's a really spot.
Ah, that's brutal.
Got my claw below that waterfall.
Oh, damn. Is it reachable?
Find out. I'll lower myself into this waterfall.
Ben's on a slippery slope, trying to retrieve his climbing claw.
Could have chosen an office job, but no. Nowhere under a waterfall.
It doesn't have the ability to transfer between trees without the claw. So he's trying to scramble to go get it now.
Without the claw, the mission can't continue.
There we go. There, really. I guess my rope needed a good wash there. I should get it back.
Oh, right on. Happy to hear it.
I still can't fall off this cliff. Nothing like sheer rock with corks and spurs. There we go. Feet on solid ground. Well, sort of. Okay, let's go get that tree finally. We keep going. If it's within the realm of being safe enough to do it without us getting hurt, we'll find a way to do it. All right, we made it to the base of the tree.
Right on. How's it looking?
It's just a horribly misshapen tree. Yeah. All right.
After days of searching,
See how leaned out it is.
Ben is finally on the crooktop fir.
Fir bark is slippery.
I love the forest. Being around these big trees is everything for me. I appreciate being out there so much.
Yeah, really. Pretty much just standing on top of it here. Should be able to crack the top out of it pretty quick.
That sounds good, dude.
Back it! That's why they bring us out there. We're the guys that do all this stuff that most people wouldn't do.
And with so many kilometers of power lines, Ben and the crew will be busy for months.
There's so much more to logging than what the public thinks. And we are proud of our diversification. It allows us to survive through some of these pressures of the logging industry.
Being diverse is so important for any business, but in this industry in particular, We're always looking for what that next thing is and looking to do things a little bit different. And that's kept us successful so far.
There's nothing that can replace wood. And if we do it responsibly, it's got a huge future. We have a huge future.
Nice one, buddy.
It's the coolest job ever. Sometimes I have to pinch myself when I'm out there looking out over this inlet. I can't believe this is actually a job.
Right on, nice work.
Snow, snow, and snow. All this white stuff on the ground.
Winter's arrived on Harrison.
The trucking is our biggest thing with the snow. And it's just a matter of getting it done. Once we get ice on this road, the logging trucks won't make it up, let alone go down loaded. It's too dangerous.
The crew is setting up on the last section of the block, hoping to finish the job today.
I'd like to use that smaller hemlock tree right there, but I don't know if it's strong enough. I gotta go up and have a look at it.
Ron is searching for the yarder's last guy line anchor.
That big black cat face on the side of it shows me it's rotten, probably.
The last setting is a topside, which means they'll be pulling logs downhill.
What's happening there?
That's water. It's hollow, it's rotten. Not a good candidate for a guy line stump. If you get a hard pulse, you could pull out and you lose the yarder over the bank. You fall over. And that is not what you want to do. So, going up the bigger one up on the hill there, we might have to put an extension on the guy line to get there.
Down on the landing, clearing snow is top priority.
Lauren right now is basically cleaning the road off and trying to find spots to put the wood. It's just so tight, so he might be forwarding wood down here. Wherever he can put it, he's gonna try to put it.
Last push. Get this done.
Snow does bring a whole nother challenge to it, because now you can't see the end of the logs.
Grab that cedar. It's a good one. Yeah, it's horrible when it snows. Everything's super greasy and slick. It's hard to see what's going on.
You don't necessarily know where you're actually choking that log. You think you're in the clear, but it's under the snow. Next thing you know, you got movement behind you, and then woof, down you go, right? We have roughly 7 loads to yard out, and the road's getting worse, so we gotta push through to get this done. This looks like a nice straight one too.
There we go. Right on. Around. Oh my God. We got an air leak.
How bad does it leak, Al? Can we get by with just leaving it like that?
Nope.
We got an air leak on our skyline, and I don't think I got a hose that big. Me and the crew, we refuse to give up. We love what we do, and we like to think we're good at it. So, yeah, we just keep pushing on.
Kind of a...
It'll be all right, Al. It's gonna be all right. We'll get through this, you know.
high elevation.
Challenging, windy.
4 seasons, and we can have them all in one day.
We don't have a lot of time. We're getting warm weather with the next day or so. There's no getting by him. Roadblock. Oh, no.
Brutal conditions.
I can't see nothing.
Fog is the kiss of death.
You gotta love it when the stakes are high. That's part of the attraction.
This could be disastrous.
Watch your back.
We're small, so I do need things to go smoothly. Hopefully you don't have that many breakdowns.
Well, that didn't last very long.
And I'm not much of a mechanic.
Oh, look at this.
Taking trees that are already dead.
Small volume, high value.
Bang. Bang.
This year, the fire hazard is really early. It's kind of scary.
The battle's not over until these logs get to market.
It's stressful.
We've got a little runaway here.
Oh my God.
That's logging.
It's gonna rain again. Yeah, what a spot, eh? Yeah, fog is rolling down. How's it feel?
Feels like logging in the dark.
Looks like fog's come back a bit, unfortunately. I'm gonna weather check.
If you look up the valley there, you can see that the visibility in the treetops is not very good.
With helicopter logging, when the fog comes in or the wind, we can't fly. And when we can't fly, it adds a lot of cost to our operation.
In the coastal mountains of Vancouver Island.
So we're heading up the road here to try and get an eyeball on this hillside.
Wet winter conditions have the heli logging team from Integrated Operations on the verge of a shutdown.
This is a helicopter-based job. Fog is the kiss of death. So when you can see through it, it's thin, and working in thin fog is okay, but thin can turn into thick just like that. Yeah, it looks like the valley bottom is open at the moment.
Yeah, we copy.
The weather in the Narrows is unlike anywhere else in the world.
Located on the west coast of Vancouver Island, the Narrows is a remote valley with thick coniferous forests, steep, rugged terrain, and the highest rainfall in North America. The block is made up of old clear cuts where large cedars were harvested but overlooked during the extraction phase because they were covered with forest debris or impossible to access.
We're going into old blocks and picking up wood that's been down for anywhere from 5 years to 100 years.
One of the things that attracted us to the Narrows was the opportunity for salvaging some of the dead and down material. But it's one of the most challenging projects that we've ever taken on as a company, by far.
Integrated Operations Group is a Vancouver Island-based logging company started in 2014.
Clients know us as a company that does the steep, the remote, the difficult access, the stuff that's hard to get to.
The Narrows took 2 years of strategic planning before logging began 2 weeks ago.
We've invested well over $1 million in trying to produce something, not knowing if we're actually going to make money.
Okay, we're coming over this out here.
The centerpiece of the operation is the Sikorsky S-61 heavy lift helicopter, a commercial version of the Sikorsky Sea King anti-submarine helicopter commissioned by the U.S. Navy during the 1950s.
The S-61 is a staple here for yarding helicopters on the coast.
Along with the S-61, a Bell 206 Jet Ranger serves as the support helicopter.
The Bell 206, it's not meant for hauling logs. It's a light-duty machine that gets guys on and off the hill.
These guys are just waiting for the ride up the hill. It's just way too severe a terrain to be able to walk into any of these blocks.
Every day starts with a tailgate meeting. We talk about where guys are going, what paths they're going to.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
Integrated's hill crews are critical to the success of the project. Working in teams of 2, the hill crews are dispatched across the block, where they salvage high-value timber and prepare it for flight.
Guys are hiking all over the place, bucking logs, cutting stuff up, and holding a 50-pound chainsaw. It's one of the most dangerous jobs that exists today.
Okay, we're going to work. To be a heli lugger? Yeah, you gotta be a little bit haywire. There's a little bit of cowboy in everybody that's out here.
It's brutal work because you're going through the grown over underbrush in steep terrain. Looking for wood that somebody else had left behind.
Look at that! That's huge! Found a cedar tree.
Bill spots a massive cedar that could be worth thousands of dollars.
I'm kind of curious how good it is.
As long as it isn't rotten inside.
Did you want to bore in to the top?
I'll do that, yeah.
Sometimes you can't see the quality at either end, so you've got to cut into it to see what's there.
I made this cut to make sure that all the work we're about to do is worthwhile, and it had enough solid sawable wood for the mill. Like, it looks pretty good, huh?
Oh, I think it's worth it. The helicopter can only carry so much weight. This one's too big, as you can tell. 7 feet at the butt, it's 5 feet at the top, and it's 60 feet long. So we're gonna have to make it a lot smaller.
No, I'm thinking I need the big saw.
Woo!
I'll call Sig. Hey, Sig from Nate.
Nate?
Do you have a time frame when you can send that bigger saw?
Yeah, I'll ask Kurt to come up and we'll sling it over to you.
Thanks.
206 is coming up.
206 pilot Kurt is dispatched to deliver the saw.
Kurt, he's a top shelf pilot. He's one of the best pilots I've ever worked with.
Kurt, can you have a look at that valley again for us?
Yeah, it's kind of foggy, but still good, yeah.
I've worked with Kurt for years. He's so efficient at what he does.
Hey, Nate, whereabouts did you guys get to from the pad there?
If you're looking up here, 5 hill rep. Crazy gear.
All right.
Well, since we're gonna rip this log in half, and it's 7 foot at that end, we needed a bar that's gonna reach.
Ripping involves sawing the log straight down the middle to maintain its length.
You rip it, and then each half will fly, because it'll be light enough at that point.
He's marked where he thinks center is for the log, and he's to run a line that's up in the air. So when he runs the saw through the log, as long as he keeps the handlebar on the side of the string, it'll be a nice straight cut. I'm gonna fire this thing up, see if it even runs. Yeah, it's no wonder the old timers had white finger. If you hang on to one of these long enough, because of the vibration, you actually lose feeling in your hands. It was a common injury with the followers of the past. Anyway, it runs.
The job takes its toll. You're constantly gripping a saw that's vibrating. It can be hard on the extremities. I've never ripped a log this long before in my life.
Neither have I. It's gonna be interesting.
So we got a giant cedar log laying on the side of the mountain. Because it's sitting the way it is doesn't mean it's gonna stay that way.
I'm concerned it might slide down.
I mean, it's pretty steep there. The risk of the job never leaves your mind. There's moments when you're in a high-risk, dangerous situation where you could get hurt or killed.
We're gonna need to stand on this high side.
Yeah.
If it starts to roll down the hill, if you're standing within the vicinity, you're going to get tagged.
On the west coast, with fog rolling in, Nate rips a 6-ton cedar while his partner Bill keeps watch.
Yeah, it's dangerous. There's a good chance a portion of it's going to roll down the hill.
Nate needs to be ready in case the low side of the log starts to break away.
Having a partner with you rip it, you'll have one guy working and one guy watching to make sure that, you know, he's well in the clear of anything that might go wrong.
So far, the 60-foot log isn't budging.
While he's ripping, the cut's going to want to close up a bit. So if we make these large wooden wedges and drive them in, that keeps the cut open, makes it easier for him to rip it. We're going to use that to open it right up.
That's good.
So that when the helicopter comes along, hopefully the opening's big enough, he can get the grapple in it. We were a bit worried about the weather, as you can tell. It's not getting better, it's getting worse.
A fog's always in your mind because you need to be able to get a helicopter. That's the only access to where we're at. And if he can't see, he can't fly.
This is bad. We're going to monitor the radio. If they decide they're going to pull everybody, then we're going to have to make for the pad as fast as we can. This is not the kind of spot you want to walk from. It's like a 10-kilometer hike to a pickup truck. Through that, I think I'd rather fly.
How are you guys doing today? It's wormy.
Yeah, the sooner we can get out of here, the better off we are, I think. We don't have a lot of time to waste right now. Mother Nature looks like she's going to be taking over for too long.
Yeah, you bet.
2 hours north of Prince George, British Columbia.
Just in a matter of a week, I bet you the snow has dropped over a foot.
Does Cho Logging is running out of time to finish their winter block, the Holder.
We have around 200 plus loads left in the woods that we have to get out of there before the roads all fall apart.
As winter fades, spring temperatures are thawing the thick layer of ice beneath the block road, transforming it into a muddy pit. Loggers call it breakup, and it signals the end of the winter season.
Breakup is when it's too wet out, the roads are too soft to drive on, so after a certain point, we don't haul anymore.
To get the wood off the block before breakup, the machines need to be running at full capacity.
What's going on, guys? Problem?
Yeah, we got something leaking on the machine there. We should probably check out before I go back to work.
Okay. Do you know what it is, or?
That looks like it's by the AC pump.
An oil leak on the loader could be a sign of a bigger problem.
No lights or nothing coming on, eh?
Nope.
When the machine's down at this time of the season, when we're trying to get all the wood out before breakup, it's not a good thing.
Still full of oil.
Those three skidders are dependent on this one machine right now. If this one's down,
well, then everything runs behind.
It goes right down the line.
Does Cho runs a conventional machine-based logging operation. The bunchers cut the trees. The skidders drag them to the log loaders, where they're sorted and stacked for the processors. The processors limb and cut the stacked logs to spec. And they're loaded onto trucks and hauled to the mill.
Teamwork, that's what it's all about.
I can't see any major leaks or nothing. There must be just something sweating a little bit. So we're going to run it for a bit, and he'll have to stop, keep checking it to make sure that it's not leaking, right? We'll button this up, let him go back to work. Things like that, if you don't keep an eye on them, it could, create a problem, right? and we don't need that right now. Yeah, it's just something that we need to keep running. I'm gonna jump on a dozer.
Frost is coming out of the road. The weather's getting warmer.
See these spots like this in the road popping up.
That's what happens on weather like we're having right now.
Not good.
I'm gonna have to scrape that all off of there.
Right on, boss. Thanks.
Yeah, right on. And the last thing I want to do is not see any wood come off of that hill.
Does Cho Logging is based in Mackenzie, BC, and owned by the McLeod Lake Indian Band. The company started in the 1980s with the intent to log on the band's traditional territory. Since then, Does Cho has grown to become one of the largest logging companies in British Columbia.
It is a race. Whoever says it's not a race doesn't know what they're talking about.
Back on the block, the machines rush to get the last of the logs harvested before breakup shuts them down.
It's all about back and forth, fast as you can, safe as you can.
On there, Trevor.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
I'm just decking the wood up for the processors, keep the skidders going. Well, things are going pretty good so far. Uh-oh. Oh, man. That blue hose. That blue hose.
On the holder.
Definitely sucked. This is the hose that blew.
A blown hose has halted production.
When the machines are sitting, the company's not making no money.
The nearest mechanic is 3 hours away.
We could be skidding 3-4 more loads by the time he gets here.
So the Trevors will attempt a bush fix.
You want me to give you a ride maybe over with the skidder?
Yeah. Go to the pickup and grab some tools and see if there's another hose. Hopefully.
Can't mess around, where you gotta go? We're not producing nothing right now. People say it's not a race. Yeah, it is a race. It's a race to the finish.
Hi.
There you go.
I knew I had one somewhere.
Trevor finds a hose.
I don't know if that's the right one. We'll check.
If it's the wrong size, they'll have to wait 3 hours for a new one to be delivered.
There we go.
There you go. There's that. Bada bing, bada boom. That a boy. He made it look easy.
Rock and roll. Back to work we go. Hopefully it doesn't leak when we fire it back up. We'll soon find out. Oh, I don't see nothing spraying.
Good.
Thanks for your help.
You betcha.
That's key. Being able to work together as a team.
Back at the Narrows,
Still blows me away that this is left behind, you know.
Bill and Nate salvage a 60-foot cedar log they found on the mountainside.
So I've ripped it.
Want a bucket and see what happens?
Yeah.
Bucket's making the log shorter. Ripping's making the log in half. Rip it in half and bucket short.
But the 5-foot chainsaw bar isn't long enough to buck the 6-ton log in one cut.
Yeah, this isn't going to be creepy at all.
So Bill will have to make a second cut from the low side of the log.
Living dangerously.
Worst case scenario with bucking a giant log is getting trapped underneath.
It's going to take the big bar and see how far it reaches. We're assuming it's not going to make it all the way. So once I know how far his bar reaches, I'm going to take this saw, and I'm going to take the whole bottom side out, so that when he comes around with the big saw, it's cut free all the way around. Yeah, I'm ready.
If I predict the log to do a certain thing and it does it, I'm fine. But if I go in there and my prediction's wrong and I buck this thing and it comes at me, I need a way out.
I've cut a trail that way, and I'm going to hide under that stump if this all goes really bad.
You get below these big logs, they're easily heavy enough to crush you to death.
That side's off.
The first buck is a success,
There's still a lot of work left.
but there's trouble in the valley.
Weather didn't get any better when I wasn't looking, huh? It's a real problem for all helicopters in the neighborhood.
Oh, jeez. Not looking too promising here. Sean, you got a copy?
Yeah, I can hear you there now, Kurt.
I think we're gonna have to abort.
Worst case scenario is guys get trapped on the hill. We gotta avoid that happening.
Billy Nate, got a copy?
Yeah, Sean, go ahead.
We're shutting down, guys. Gotta get to the helipad.
Copy.
We need to get out of here.
Bill and Nate begin the treacherous 20-minute hike back to the helipad.
And it's getting super foggy.
If fog grounds the 206 before they reach the pad, they'll be stranded on the hill.
You don't want to get trapped on the hill overnight. You've got limited shelter and it won't stop raining and you can't keep a fire going. Now you're in real trouble. Kurt, got a copy?
Yeah.
We're on our way to the pad.
You guys need to hurry. The fog's getting bad. We're shutting down, guys. Gotta get to the helipad.
We need to get out of here.
On the coast,
It's getting super foggy.
Bill and Nate rush to meet Kurt in the 206.
Not looking too promising here.
Come on, pilot man.
If Kurt can't land in the thick fog, they'll be stranded on the hill.
Hope he comes back to get us.
Let's see if we can see anything here.
Can you see us, Kurt?
Oh, here we go, right there.
Helicopter coming. I'm gonna get back here.
Does it bother me working a dangerous job? You gotta love it when the stakes are high. That's part of the attraction, is the risk.
Hey, Kurt.
Kurt's a helicopter pilot, but he's a logger just like us. Getting 15, 20 guys on and off the hill safely for months on end. Kurt's a guy that does that for us.
Kurt? Yeah. You are the backstabber. You and my mom are the only ones that tell me that. I'll spread the love.
It's a new day on the Holder.
It's a bit of a challenge, that's for sure. Clear your path, make it workable.
A log loader sits empty on the landing. The operator hasn't shown up for his shift.
The loader's down. It's a little hard to get around.
Logs are piling up, and the skidders are running out of room to work.
You could just drive straight down the other line and out the end.
Yeah, but I skid my own way. Like, you skid the way you do, and I skid the way I do, right?
The congestion, that's when people get a little pissy because it's not the best thing to all be working so close quarters like that.
Got a little bit of a situation I got to deal with.
An operator's late, so 2 skidder operators working and nobody piling wood. Get some of it cleaned up so they can keep on skidding.
If you guys are looking for me, I'm going to be out here. I'm missing an operator here.
Right now, we need every machine running if we're going to get the wood out before break up. When that machine sets, then we're losing production with the other equipment.
If the loader isn't stacking for the processors, they'll run out of wood for the trucks.
These guys that run the loaders and skidders, when they work together, they're always counting on each other, you know, to do their part of the job. He is letting the team down. There has been a few times that he's turned up late. I have talked to him a few times, and I've given some warnings. Oh, here he is now.
No, I didn't mean to.
I know, but hey, whatever. If you need to go to bed earlier, whatever you need to do,
yeah,
just do it. Like, figure it out. Because if I get another message that you're late,
I won't be.
That's not going to be good.
Yeah, I hear you.
How do you feel when you have to discipline crew?
The way I feel is when I first think about it or do it, I don't want to do it, right? I mean, hey, we're supposed to be all working together, but I can only warn somebody so many times. Don't be late no more.
I won't.
I'm counting on you.
100%.
We all got to get along, and we got to get the job done. I feel the pressure because we don't have a lot of time left.
Very wet today.
Back on the West Coast.
So this shows rainfall in the last 12 hours at 46 millimeters. That is a no-go right here.
After fog grounded both helicopters yesterday, relentless rain is extending the shutdown.
Can't put anybody on the hill because the moisture saturation, soil saturation, it makes the terrain unstable for tree roots and for landslide potential.
We have very strict rainfall protocols for safety. We get so many millimeters of rain in a day, we have to shut down.
We're just waiting for a weather check from camp. Got some pretty typical West Coast weather today. Sorry, Sig, what was that?
Rained out.
Unfortunately.
Okay, thanks, Sig.
We'll stand by.
In the heli industry, our costs really come down to how many cubic meters per hour you can fly. So it has a big impact on the business, obviously, when things start to grind to a halt.
Rats. The shutdown could be costly if the weather doesn't improve. But it provides the crew with some much-needed rest inside Integrated's floating camp.
The barge itself was built in 1958. Apparently it carried ore for first part of its life. Eventually it was converted to putting camp accommodations on it. We've got 22 rooms.
A lot of them were designed to be doubles, but we took one bed out, so they're all singles now, and they're pretty good sized rooms.
The camp is equipped with a commercial kitchen, a mess hall, and satellite internet.
This is probably one of the most, if not the most important room in the entire camp. You've seen the rain, we get 100 mils in a day, and people are completely soaked. Our dry room dries 20 people's clothes overnight. Having put wet clothes on in the morning previously, I really focused on getting this one right.
Our camp costs well over $5,000 a day. When the helicopter's not flying, we're still incurring that cost.
So, Teg, thanks for making your time available, guys.
If everybody's around camp, it's an opportunity to refocus on the plan, figure out what the next few days look like.
I'll tell you where we're at so far. We've got about 7,500 meters logged. We've got about 25, 30 days yarding left.
The clock is ticking, and the entire team will need to make up for lost time as soon as the weather improves.
We have an agreement in place with the licensee and some of the stakeholders here at the Narrows where we have to get this thing done in the next month, because if we don't, we lose rights to the wood. And with everything that we've got invested in this, we can't let that happen.
It's important that you guys know what we're looking at. I'm hoping we'll be able to fly again tomorrow. Anybody have any comments, questions, anything? See you at breakfast.
All right, it's good to go.
After a 48-hour shutdown, the S61 is cleared to fly.
61's lifted. My clothes are all nice, warm, and dry. Nothing better than a good dry room.
Over at Integrated's floating camp, the hill crews prep for a day on the mountain.
All right.
Weather's our biggest enemy on the West Coast. It can change in an instant out here, so you got to be prepared to get the guys off the hill in a hurry.
It's a pretty good feeling when we can actually go back to work.
Here we go.
But with the shutdown, there's certainly a sense of pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Bill and Nate returned to finish bucking the 6-ton cedar they had to abandon on the hill 48 hours ago.
Moved quite a bit, didn't it?
The danger adds a level of adrenaline for sure. If you understand the physics behind it, if you only cut a portion of the log, you know that it can't fall on you.
Yeah, it all went as planned.
The bucked log is tagged so the helicopter pilots can see it from the air.
Oh, 61. Got that giant cedar ripped and tagged.
Okay, we're gonna head over.
So we're gonna get out of here. This job is physically demanding. There's no doubt. Yeah, it's not for everybody, but there's something about the job. Like most of us, I've done lots of jobs in my life, but this is the one.
Okay, we're off. Water drop. Nice.
61 just flew a turn to the pocket. Decent turn, looked good. Seeing all these logs come down is just, it's such a big relief for us.
After almost 2 years of investing time and energy in this project, cautiously optimistic. But it's too early to speak with any confidence. Things can go wrong in a hurry out here, so I've just got to keep at it. It's the name of the game, is just stay on it now.
Down the holder.
In Mackenzie, BC.
Okay, thanks, mister.
Does Joe is doubling down on trucks.
Looking good.
As breakup continues to eat away at the block road.
I noticed yesterday there was a couple times where both of the loaders, operators, were just sitting there waiting because they didn't have any trucks. So when they're waiting there for half an hour to an hour, well, that's a couple more trucks they could be loading.
Kevin's contracted extra trucks to move more wood.
See you when I see you.
Oh, you got another one loaded out.
Loaded down 7.
And so far, his plan is working.
We're just running out of time. The weather's getting warmer and It's not good for our road right now.
The Holder Road stretches 9 kilometers across the block, with 2 steep switchbacks and a wooden bridge that leaves little room to maneuver.
Where's this bridge at, guys?
And now that the snow has melted off the bridge deck, it's clear there's a problem.
Yeah, the bridge is a little on the rough side. Yeah, it's falling apart every round. Both sides on one end and one side on the other.
One of the last trucks that went out hollered at me and told me he had a problem with the bridge. I'm gonna go out and check it out. I don't like this white stuff. So this snow's not gonna help us out, not unless we get colder, a lot colder weather. Whatever snow's there is gonna melt, and the only place it can go is on my road. Rotten. Can't trust that there.
We have to stop hauling logs right now to repair this bridge.
They gotta shut the whole thing down. Not good.
Looks like the road's blocked up. Well, that's not good.
On the Holder,
This is the first time I've actually come to a bridge that's been this bad. Rotten.
a worn-out bridge has stopped production.
Yep, she's falling apart.
We have to stop hauling logs to repair this bridge.
And with breakup looming,
Yeah, last thing we need right now.
there isn't much time to get the last loads off the hill.
If we need to replace the whole thing, that's a lot more expense. And right now, it's gonna take a lot more time. That's one thing we don't have.
Kevin calls in local contractor Matt to assess the extent of the damage.
Trying to keep roads safe for everybody, right? Be no logging if there's no bridge. Without the timber moving, there's no money being made. First, I'm just gonna peel the dirt off, kind of get an idea of what we're looking at.
The hope is that only the top of the bridge is damaged,
The bridges take a pounding for sure.
and the underlying structure doesn't need to be replaced.
Replacing that bridge at this time is a concern just for the amount of time that it's going to take.
The bridge deck is pretty rotten. But the underneath looks pretty good. Like the frame and everything is perfect. So just gotta yard them timbers off. We'll lay them into place, switch them together, nail them down.
Replacing the planks should only take Matt a couple of hours, a fraction of the time it would have taken to replace the entire bridge.
I thought it was going to be way worse. Usually it gets to a point where it's kind of unsafe to even put another deck onto it. I'm going to smash it down there with the hoe.
How'd you make out?
They're all right underneath. Like
Oh,
the
yeah?
stringers are all right.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Get her out while you can.
No, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Get her all nailed down. Right on. We won't have to hold any trucks up. Don't have to worry about that, eh? Open it up.
Okay, let's go. We're back up and running.
But for Kevin and the crew, the clock is ticking.
Sun go, breakup's coming. What was that? She's gonna be pretty ugly, man. Pretty ugly.
For the amount of wood we have left to haul, we're hoping that Mother Nature cooperates.
I need things to run smoothly these last few days to get all the wood out.
It's all a race to the finish. It's gonna be close.
We've had a big game changer. Alberta fires are really needing the heavy lift helicopters for bucketing, so we lost Korsky S61.
At the Narrows, an unexpected loss has shut down the operation.
All the 61s, including the ones we're using, are all gone to Alberta firefighting.
Alberta is burning as more than 100 wildfires rage across the province.
Right now, it's just an absolutely devastating wildfire situation in Alberta. The forest industry is a huge resource for the wildfire suppression and mitigation effort. So when things get bad, these helicopters are often called to task to keep communities safe.
Their commitment is to fight fires. I have no problem with that, but it completely shuts us down.
Without the S61, there's no way to get the logs off the hill.
There's pieces all along here. We're going to be challenged to get all of it, I think.
We're running out of time here, so once our contract's up, we're done. We have to stop logging.
If the S61 doesn't return before the contract runs out, the consequences could be dire.
With everything that we've got invested in this, it would just be devastation for the company.
We don't know when we're going to get them back.
Okay.
If you don't have butterflies, you should. Okay, here we go.
We're on the hunt. We're looking for big logs.
Next time on Timber Titans.
Frickin' all horsepower.
Windy out there. Challenge.
Couldn't pick it up. Timeline's ticking.
Whenever you're ready!
We'll be yarding the logs downhill.
Watch your back.